Hi, today I'm going to be talking about 14 potentially dangerous habits for your career. Many of us do not know exactly the way to go about our careers. We are very confused in the beginning. So I, as a chartered accountant with 10 years of experience in my career, I believe I'm fit to help you with this problem of yours. So we're going to start with the list. Now, there are a few things on this video that I want you to know before we begin. First of all, there is a lot of tons and tons of research that we've done for you, and I'm going to be leaving the links to every single point of research that I have to back for all my points on this video. Okay, another thing is that there are some very pretty quotes that we've covered for every point. If you do, share it with your friends and your family. Let others also know what they may be doing wrong and realize it before they actually go deep into it. So let's start with the point number 1. First point is not taking internships seriously or not taking up any internships at all. Big problem. If you're not aware, let me tell you, there are many people on this planet who are in your age group and are looking for internships under people whom they aspire to be like, or in the professions that they want to be entering into in future. So they are looking for those internships and finding some work, even if they get it for no pay at all. Even then they are ready to do that job for a few months to learn exactly what goes on in that job. So let me read out a research for you. Internship experience is the most influential factor employers consider when deciding between two otherwise equally qualified job candidates, according to the results of NACE's Job Outlook 2021 Spring Update. So let me remind you, if you want to go through the entire research, the link is in description as point number 1. Point number 2 is not building your social media presence. Let me read out a very interesting article from Career Builder. It says 70% of employers use social media to screen candidates during the hiring process. So they are screening you basis your social media presence. They read about you online and then they look into you in your interviews. So they already have some idea about you. I need not tell you this. A lot of people are getting jobs through LinkedIn these days, and LinkedIn is very much a very important social media tool these days. I'm talking about YouTube, I'm talking about Instagram, I'm talking about LinkedIn. Even if you're not on YouTube, because of course creating videos seems like a lot of work, but Instagram and your LinkedIn, especially LinkedIn, you need to be really hands-on with this one. Start building your LinkedIn, and you must focus a little on Instagram too. Start posting pictures or something that interests you. Build a certain product, something that reflects upon you, something that shows you what interest you've got and what kind of a person you are. And as the time passes, you may actually gather some following over there, and this could actually emerge as a second career option for you. Point number 3 is actually a very big mistake that we do subconsciously, and it is of not building your personal brand when it comes to your profession. What do I mean by building your personal brand? Let me tell you with the help of an example. If you're wearing dirty clothes to your office, or you have a tendency to show yourself to be inattentive, people don't take you seriously because of your inattentive attitude, or you're bitching about others in front of people. You show lack of interest in your job and you do it quite publicly and you're not realizing that you're doing it. What happens is that others start dismissing you. They don't take you seriously because of your attitude, because of your dirty clothes, because of the way you present yourself in front of everybody, because of the way you talk about others in front of them. And in the long run, that is exactly what is happening to you too. You are also starting to disrespect yourself subconsciously, because if you've been behaving a certain way in your life for quite some time, for years and years, how do you think you're going to be thinking about yourself in 5 years? Will you be respecting yourself enough? I don't think so. If we are not likable enough, we will not like ourselves. So you must craft your personal brand and unleash your unique story. Start working on it from today. Let's move on to point number 4. Now, this is one mistake that most of us commit. This is not negotiating your salary. Yes, and especially in the beginning of your career or whenever you're taking up a new job. Negotiating your salary to the best you can is very important. There's no harm in negotiating. You are not portraying yourself as somebody who's selfish or who loves money or who only works for money. No. See, let me tell you one thing for clarity here. If you are in a job, okay, and you leave your job for some reason right now, and there will definitely be a person replacing you in that job, right? I'm telling you, there are I don't know how many percent chances, but there are definitely a lot of chances that the person replacing you will be paid much higher than what these people were paying you initially or they were paying you now. So why not you do it for yourself? Why not you negotiate your salary and ask for more money? A lot of us do this. They tell their employers that, okay, I'm getting a new job someplace, and then they ask for a raise, and they easily get a raise of easily 20-30%. A study by the job search website Glassdoor found that the average US employee could be earning $7,528 or 13.3% more per year than his or her current annual salary. Choosing money over experience. That is point number 5. Many people early in their job, what they do is they're looking for financial stability, which is absolutely all right. So what we do is we have this habit to cling on to more money than the experience that we could derive out of a different job someplace else. So what we do is we generally have a habit to grab the highest paying job without looking into the growth potential or the experience the job is offering, which is a mistake. So there's this amazing quote by Jim Carrey. I hope everybody could get rich and famous and will have everything they ever dreamed of. So they will know that it's not the answer. A study by LinkedIn found that professionals who prioritize learning and experience early in their careers tend to achieve higher earning potential in the long run. Another mistake that a lot of people make early on in their careers, or maybe otherwise too, is that they try to say yes to everything, which is a big mistake. I'm telling you from my personal experience, I did develop this tendency of saying yes to everything because I did not want to give that image that I'm unavailable. I wanted myself to look like I'm very approachable and very accessible and people could count on me. And that was actually burning me out. I'm just gonna read out something for you here. Warren Buffett once said, the difference between successful people and very successful people is that very successful people say no to almost everything. Point number 7 is settling for comfort. Many times what happens is that we settle for a job only because of the comfortable paycheck that's coming in every month and because of the job stability it is offering us. I have a very personal experience to share with you here. I was working for this organization by the name Fresenius Kabi. It's a Fortune 500 company. Now the greatest fact about this company was I was working for this division in Gurgaon. Mostly what happens is that in a corporate what you see is that on an average there is a younger crowd in the office, but this organization had an older crowd. I saw that people were literally traveling 2 hours one side and then 2 hours back for the same job for the last 15 years or to maybe 20 years. They had not changed their job only because they were so comfortable there. They were just comfortable. They just did not want to get out of their comfort zone. They probably would have earned double of what they were making here. It's very important early in your career especially that you look for something that challenges your potential, that kicks you in the right direction. So there's this beautiful quote, when was the last time you did something for the first time? And there's another one by Robin Sharma. As you move outside of your comfort zone, what was once the unknown and frightening becomes your new normal. Research by the Society for Human Resource Management suggests that employees who actively seek challenges and growth opportunities are more likely to advance in their careers. Stepping outside your comfort zone is necessary for professional development and long-term success. Point number 8 is not investing in yourself. What do I mean by this? What I mean here is that you're comfortably settled in your job, or you've switched a couple of jobs and now you're not educating yourself. You're not looking out for new opportunities to learn something new. You're not attending conferences. You're not looking out for new workshops that are happening, or you're not trying to learn new skills. So what you're doing is that you're not investing enough in yourself. By investing, I do not mean investing in terms of money. What I mean is investing in terms of time. You're not spending much time on improving yourself. Find out some time in a month, better in a week, and dedicate that towards learning. Try and learn something new. Try and do something right in the direction of learning. The only thing more expensive than the education is ignorance. by Benjamin Franklin. And I cannot agree more, of course, absolutely. A survey conducted by the Association for Talent Development, ATD, revealed that high-performing individuals invest an average of 30% more time in professional development. Continuously investing in your skills and knowledge enhances your value and opens up new opportunities. Point number 9 is failure to adapt and learn. There are new technologies, new trends, new stuff coming up every day. And if you fail to adapt yourself with those things, then you're definitely lagging behind in the competitive race that you're running. What do I mean by this? Let's say there's ChatGPT. All of us are aware that it's there in the world now. I'm using it. And everybody in my family is using it mostly. So yes, and then my friends are using it, my colleagues are using it. And if you're not using it, you are lagging. You need to learn how to use it. In words of Mahatma Gandhi, live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. According to a recent research by NCBI, learners with growth mindset tend to embrace lifelong learning and the joy of incremental personal growth. Another very common mistake that people make early in their career is that they do not lay too much stress on learning how to communicate effectively, on their communication skills. And ineffective communication can lead to a lot of misunderstanding. People can actually perceive you to be somebody who's rude, who is unapproachable, and they might not just like you. And if they don't like you, your opportunities are limited. If people around you don't like you, they don't want to talk with you in a lot of ways, then you'll be helpless. So yes, it helps you find new opportunities for yourself. And you could actually be known for your good communication skills, by the way. The thing is that you need to develop your communication skills in not just verbal, but also in the area of written communication. You must know how to write good emails. You must practice that. In the 2010 Job Outlook, the National Association of Colleges and Employers surveyed 219 United States employers to find that 49.7% list communication skills as the most sought skill in employees, while at the same time list communication skills as the most lacking skill found in new college graduates. So they want this most in you, but they find it most lacking in employees. Communication works for those who work at it, by John Powell. Next point number 11 is failure to balance work and life. Work-life balance. Work is very much a part of life. I do agree. By life here, I mean life minus work. The life that you have with your family, the life that you have with yourself. Productivity happens when you're satisfied in your job. If you're not satisfied, you will not be productive enough. You're burnt out. You dread going to office. You dread going to work. You dread opening your laptop. How will productivity flow from a mind like this? So there are two very nice quotes that I learned somewhere. I'm going to share with you. You can't do your job if your job is all you do. If you don't have time for a break, you definitely need a break. Now let me get your attention to this study. 83% of US workers suffer from work-related stress, with 25% saying their job is the number one stressor in their lives. And this was conducted by the American Institute of Stress. Very reliable source, by the way. So this is what is happening around the world. You don't want to be a part of this. Point number 12 is lack of goal setting. You must have your long-term goals and you must have your short-term goals. Short-term goals are those that you have for the next 2 or 3 months or 1 month or the next 2 weeks. Okay, these are generally periods that are quite visible from where you are right now. You can see what's happening in your life in the next 2 or 3 months, right? You have some idea. Okay, there's this party coming up. Okay, my sister is coming back from America. Okay, she's getting married. Stuff like that. You have awareness of what's happening in your life in the next 2 or 3 months. Plan your life according to that. Plan your schedule. Plan your goals according to that, okay? Have your short-term goals in place. And you must revisit your short-term goals more often than your long-term goals. You must have a long-term goal too. Even I had my goals. Right now, I can share a couple of my own goals with you, though I feel a little superstitious about these things. I'm not going to be revealing a lot of it. But yes, I do have a goal of launching my spoken English course by the end of this month. That is the month of June. I'm working very hard towards it. My throat is all gone, as you can see. Then another thing is that I have never bought a car in my life. I want to buy a car on my birthday this year, which is on the 13th of September. Let's see if that happens. So anyway, let's get back to what Lao Tzu has to say. Lao Tzu said, if you do not change direction, you may end up where you're heading. I love this quote, really do. If you do not change your direction, you will actually go where you're heading to. You will reach that place. And this is scary. If you spend a minute thinking about this is scary. A 2015 study by psychologist Gail Matthews showed when people wrote down their goals, they were 33% more successful in achieving them than those who formulated outcomes in their heads. Point number 13 is avoiding feedback. You must always look out for constructive feedback. You should never avoid a feedback. So find out those one or two people whom you want to be like, or whom you admire in your workplace, in your friend circle, in your home, wherever, and then form a bond with them, okay? According to a study by Forbes, employees who seek feedback are 3.2 times more motivated to do outstanding work and 2.7 times more likely to be engaged at work. Last mistake on the list is never taking risk. Risks are very important. Trying new things for career progression is extremely important. Something like learning to develop impressive PPTs, that's a new thing that you could learn. Impressive PPTs can actually give you the opportunity of presenting those PPTs in meetings filled with people recognizing you for your work, you getting the credit for the work that you're doing. It can actually make you more popular amongst masses. What else? You could maybe propose new competitions at your workplace, maybe a painting competition or a web page development competition, something that may make you stand out in the crowd. That's the idea here. A survey by Forbes found that 60% of successful entrepreneurs believe taking calculated risk is necessary for achieving career success. Mind it, 60% people. Okay, successful entrepreneurs I'm talking about. I mean, I'm not talking about it, Forbes is talking about it. So yeah, that's all about in the list today. I hope you enjoyed this video. I loved making this one for you. It took me over an hour to shoot this video for you. I'm actually drained. I'm not well. I hope you really like this video. I want this video to reach out to millions and millions of people. I want to help them out with this because these are very common mistakes that people often make in their career. Okay, so that's all about it. I'll see you again. Here's my Instagram. You can follow me here. I make 1-minute videos, something like YouTube Shorts. Yeah, so I make YouTube Shorts also on this channel. Both of these are available for you absolutely free. Go enjoy. Bye-bye.